Westover Air Reserve Base started as a conversation between Anthony Stonina, the mayor of Chicopee, and Winthrop Sargent, a flying ace and instructor during World War I. It took place in 1925, after Sargent flew over what was then a tobacco plantation. At the time, tensions were brewing overseas, and the political, economic, and social instabilities abroad threatened war. The United States started military preparations despite economic impacts from the Great Depression and President Franklin Delano Roosevelt signing the Neutrality Act. Nazi Germany's fast militarization and the Empire of Japan's hostile takeovers of Korea and Manchuria fueled the conflicts. Those actions, and the Wilcox Act of 1939, led to the construction of strategically located U.S. Army airfields. Hearing this, Mayor Stonina contacted the U.S. War Department, hoping Chicopee Falls would be selected to host one. In 1939, U.S. Army officers arrived in Massachusetts to scout locations for a military airfield. They chose Chicopee Falls because of its proximity to 26 strategic points, including forts, navy yards, ammunition depots, and submarine bases. The site also had equal flying distance from Boston and New York. After the Nazis invaded Poland in 1939, the U.S. War Department allocated funds to purchase land for Chicopee's airfield. On September 15th, the Secretary of War approved the site and construction started in January 1940. The Quartermaster Department, Works Progress Administration, and Civilian Conservation Corps built the base. German U-boats attacked American shipping vessels during the early part of World War II. In response, Westover Field provided coastal protection from air and sea attacks to the American Northeast Air District. The plan was to have one bombardment group, consisting of 1,400 servicemen, arrive in July 1940. The men ate locally purchased meat and produce, a benefit for Chicopee Falls and the surrounding communities while they recovered from the Great Depression and environmental disasters. United States Army Air Forces, Colonel Richard Ballard became the installation's first commander. In December 1939, the airfield was renamed after Major General Oscar Westover. Westover started his Army career as an infantry officer before transferring to the Air Service in 1920. He later moved to the Air Corps, where he obtained the rank of Major General and became Chief of Staff of the U.S. Army Air Corps. Construction of the airfield started on April 6, 1940, and by June 1941, the tobacco plantation was transformed into a U.S. Army Air Force base, with 106 military barracks, 4 runways, 12 miles of roads, and defensive artillery outposts at each entrance. The first buildings were made of masonry and designed to be permanent structures. Many of them, like the hangars and reserve recruiting office, are still in use today. The cost of construction exceeded $3.6 million. On July 22, 1940, the 1st Air Corps unit arrived, setting the groundwork for 80 years of continued service.